Welcome to another tutorial of Matlab. In this particular tutorial series, we are looking into the graphical user interface aspect of Matlab Simulink. In this particular tutorial, we will see the complete front-end design and whatever we have seen on the previous tutorial, like what are the panels that we have designed, which are the buttons we have used. So this is just a recap. Plus, we will be designing the remaining part of the front end. So once we design the front end, then we will be designing the back end, which will be connecting Matlab Simulink and will perform the simulation of the Simulink model that we have developed in the previous tutorial. If you see here on top, so this is the fig file, which is only related to the GUI environment. So suppose if you create a GUI, then you will get a automated script plus this fig file. So once you have this fig file, you just right click on the fig file, open with guide. So it will be able to open this particular window where you can edit all your components related to the GUI. Next is the panels. So here we have the so here we will keep all the parameters related things. So we will keep mass values, spring value, damper value. So all those things we will keep here, and we will have action button. So once we set all these values, so we need to do the simulation, right? So once we press any button, then only simulation will start. So those type of buttons we will be keeping here. Next is the graphs. So in the graphical window, so whatever the graphs that we will be generating, so usually we generate it with the help of figures, but here no figure will be pop up. We will be having all the graphs in the graph panel. Next is the play button. So once you first design this particular GUI and you press on this play button, then it will generate those two files, the fig file and a automated .m file, which is related to this particular GUI. So this is the overall of the GUI panels. So coming to the development of the configuration for the GUI for the front end, we will be seeing now. We need to have edit text and static text. So first we will be creating a static text. So this static text we can have with different names like mass, spring, damper system, so that we can change it in the string part. So you can type mass and press enter to have the value reflected in the static text. So now mass appears, and we need to have a corresponding edit text. So these texts are editable text. So against mass, which are the values that you want to give, you can give here. So you need to double click on this. So first of all, you need to double click on this, and then you go to the edit field and remove the edit text so that it will look blank and you can fill up some values. So usually it is there in the string part, so you can remove that and press enter to have it reflected. It's the same thing we will be doing for the damper and the spring const. So we will be clicking on it and copying all the thing 3 times because we have 3 values. So everything we will be editing and we will be completing it. So this is for the damper. So we have now the mass, spring, damper fields. Now whatever we need to do, we need to add the tags for relevant tags for this edit fields, because if we do not put the relevant tags, then when the automated script will be generated, it will be with the default name and we will not be able to recognize it. So for every field we are giving the relevant tag name. So once we have the tag name, then we will see it in the coming tutorial, like how the tags are being mapped when you create a GUI file in the front end, how it is related to the automated generated script when you just press on the play button. Now the next part is to have push buttons. So first push button will be simulation button. So you need to drag and create that button. So model simulation button we need to have. So just double click on the push button and then go to the string part, and you can do the edit for the, instead of push button you can write simulation, start simulation. So once you click on this particular button, simulation will start. We need to have a reset button as well. So suppose if you did the simulation and the graph is filled up with the data, now you want to reset that particular data, then how you can do that? The same simulation button, you need to also give the tag as simulation so that we will be able to recognize when where is that particular function is located. Now we will be creating the reset button. So this is the reset button. So once you press this button, the graph will become empty. So there will be no plots in the graph, and that we need to design and program it in the backend. So basically we are designing now the front end, and here also we have given the tag for reset. So for tag, we are using all small letters to avoid any confusion. Now we need to put the axis. So we need to have two plots. So we know that we will be applying the force, then velocity and displacement will be varying over time. So for that, we need to have time series plot. So we need to have the plot windows. So in case of GUI, you will have axis. So basically here we have two axes. So this is axis 1, you can see in the name, and the second one is axis 2. So there is two axes. So using these axes, we will be plotting the data that we will be getting from the Simulink model. So now we are done with the design. We will be just clicking on the play button, and the script will be generated. So this is the script which is getting generated. So this is how we can create a front-end design. We will simulate this particular GUI in the coming tutorials, and also we will be designing the buttons and the plots, and we will also analyze, like suppose you have a GUI, and how you will be able to debug that GUI, like what is happening on the backend, so that you can trace the failures and you can fix your GUI in a proper way. In case you are liking the channel, please consider subscribing. In case you have any comment or query, please let us know in the comment section. It will help us to improve your experience of learning MATLAB in this channel. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.